Okay, guys, here's my Mini X I was talking about in one of the other videos. I'm not really sure what it is. I know it's a Yuchai, Chinese, about a 2003 to 2006. It has the WY 1307 on it, but then down on the track, it has WY 4-11. Neither one really comes up with anything. There is a YC 15, but near as I can tell, it's about a 1.6 ton machine. It's got, I believe it's like an 18 horsepower Perkins diesel. I'm having to put a water pump in it. It had a freeze plug in the head, popped out, filled the water jackets up with motor oil. I've got all that fixed. Got to put new oil back in it, new filter on it already. Redoing the radiator mounts, getting that all to where it ain't loose again. I've already built new exhaust and put some header wrap around it since it's so close to the wires and hoses, just to make sure nothing happens to it. I've had it running and driving, and I've dug with it, and then the water pump went out and the thermostat stuck all at the same time. Water pump started leaking, thermostat hung, wasn't good, but I didn't overheat it, and I was able to save everything on the motor. I did have to replace one cylinder. When I got the machine, the dipper stick or crowd cylinder was completely missing. Somebody took it off to rebuild it, and they either threw it away, lost it, something. But I was able to find one on eBay that was about an inch difference in length. It works fine. The boom goes straight out. It just doesn't curl all the way back up against the lower boom all the way, but it works fine for digging. Have no problem with it. This is my gauges, idiot lights. This was all completely cloudy. You couldn't see anything in it. Half the stuff didn't work. I've taken all this out. I put a new lens in it, sealed everything so it keeps the water out. I'm sure over time it'll yellow or fade also, but the glow plugs work. All the lights work on it except for the battery, and the only reason it doesn't is because the little plastic bulb holder in the circuit board broke. So I'm not worried about that. I can put an amp gauge in it if I have to. It has the joystick control, and I need to get new boots for it or make some. This one's still got a little play in it. It's not bad. It's adjustable right there. You can actually back off the jam nut, and you can move this plate closer to the hydraulic valves and take that slack out. I've already done this side, and it's perfect, or as close to perfect as you're going to get. It would move about that far. The controls still work, but it would flop around just driving the machine. There's the old water pump. It's trash. I had to take the roll cage or the ROPS off of it just to get it in my little bitty shop, but I've got it outside. I'm going to clean it up. I plan on pressure washing the whole machine, repainting it. Not a real high dollar job, just make it look nice. This track on this side, the tensioning cylinder, may have to be rebuilt. This track will back off and loosen after you've used it for a few hours. I may see about getting another alternator, but I'm not in a hurry. It does work. It's just filthy, which everything on this machine is. It has probably never been cleaned out since it was new. Here's all the parts I've had to take off of it. Radiator's good. I will have to modify the little plate that goes in here. I have it, but I don't think it's the right one. It doesn't quite cover the hole, and somebody's welded this piece on. That'll have to come back off. They have bypassed the safety, and I'm just going to leave it like that because I don't want to get into all the wiring. It's already been kind of a nightmare. Has one switch on it, and that's just to energize the hydraulics. That switch was completely gone. I had to trace the wires, figure out which one went where to make the hydraulics energized. Hour gauge, hour meter is toast. I'm going to try to find another one. I have no idea how many hours are on it. If that's right, it looks like about 1900, but I doubt that's correct. Has a John Deere riding mower seat in it. Works perfect. The boom, remarkably, that ours I guess could be right because all the pins and bushings are super tight. There's very little play. It has shields for this cylinder, and I have one for the upper cylinder. I just got to put it back on. This is going to be kind of a work in progress type deal. I need to get it back together and start using it on a few jobs. I'm probably not going to be painting it or anything like that until spring. Tracks do not move in and out. They're fixed, which is fine. I don't plan on driving this through anybody's gates. All in all, I mean, for a little Chinese machine and an older machine, it really digs well. It's got plenty of power. I haven't seen anything that looks out of the ordinary other than what I've already fixed. Oh, and this cylinder was completely shot. As soon as I started working the machine, the seals blew out. So I've already had it off, repacked the cylinder, put it back in, and I've got the seal kit for the bucket curl cylinder, and I probably won't put it in just yet. We'll see how it goes with a few jobs. It has auxiliary hydraulics, which I'm sure they work. I know when you hit the pedal and the floorboard for the auxiliaries, it'll kill the motor if you hold it. So it's got power to them. I'm not sure about the gallon per minute flow on this machine because there's very little information on it, of course. But I may put a thumb on it later. But all in all, I'm happy with it. I got a real good deal on it. Traded an Allison automatic transmission and $700 for it. So I didn't have a use for the Allison, but I do have a use for this. Anyhow, like and share, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start putting out more and more videos. I'm going to try to get my GoPro going where I can start doing videos of actual work in progress as I repair stuff. But check out my other videos, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.